I will not go back to them for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I hated Pizza Hut forever. I had one bad night of Pizza Hut when I was like 11, and I did not eat them for 20 years.
20 years. That is insane.
Yeah.
All right, so Sheik versus Puff. This, I would say, again, Puff is probably really good in this matchup. Like, Sheik isn't going to necessarily like kill Puff super early or not any earlier than she's used to dying. She'll probably live a little longer. And again, due to her weight, if UKIT is able to find like those pounds or like those dares the right way, she can kind of get exposed. Because, I mean, Sheik isn't Puff light, but she's still very light.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, and it's going to be a little weird, too, because Sheik, you know, such a big combo character. It's going to be a little bit different trying to combo Jigglypuff. You're going to have to go for a lot more onesies, twosies than what you're probably used to.
Yeah, that's where Sheik does shine. Like, she has a lot of big strings. They don't do as much damage as you would expect them to, but
yeah,
her carrying that momentum from her advantage state is where this character gets really scary. But because Puff is so floaty, it's going to be a long game.
A lot of it's going to be like trying to read what your opponent does on the defensive end to try and extend your strings here. But either way, the double up air, terrifying.
Very scary. Good patience from Big Mac to not burn that air dodge, too, because you can tell that UKIT was looking for some kind of way to find a rest there.
And speaking of up airs, if he actually does a falling up air here, that leads right into a rest. He can take that stock.
I like Mac's positioning, though. He's doing a lot of retreating aerials. He's, like, crouching and staying really low to the ground, making it tough for her to land those, like, back airs and land pound, just because, like, she's literally just hurt box shifting as much as she can. So, really smart play from Big Mac already at the beginning.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens here. Down tilt in the up air.
Wow.
Yep. You know what? I figured that's going to be like the thing. This is like the one time that Sheik like gets the character to about the 100% range. He goes, yeah, I can kill.
It has to be such a breath of fresh air for this character.
Right, yeah. But either way,
huge.
Ooh, yeah, definitely looking a little bit rough here for UKIT at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, range-wise, I feel like Puff can beat out Sheik, but Sheik's frame data is just so much faster. It's just really hard for UKIT to find those trades. But neutral air of the 2-frame, that looks really consistent. How does Big Mac get back to the stage? Oh, that could have been a punish opportunity. UKIT was just a little bit gun-shy. That could have been a back air. That could have been the stock. But still showing Big Mac that he's not going to be able to recover free as Sheik, and that is not something you see very often.
Yeah. Here we go. Rapid jab. Put him right off stage here. More damage, man. I know it's, again, a lot of small damage, but for a character like Jigglypuff, small damage still goes a long way.
Yes, for sure. I like that Big Mac is making really good use of this side B, too. That move is like, it's decent. It's not like super scary, but it really does stop you from like floating in with Puff. So UKIT has to like slow down every time that move comes out.
Have you ever watched Salty Bets? Are you familiar with Salty Bets?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the term Canadian damage?
What is Canadian damage?
So Canadian damage is when you do these huge combos, right? And you just don't get a lot of damage out of it.
Oh, God.
And then there's the inverse with this Mexican damage, which is a lot of damage. That's what Sheik is. Sheik is Canadian damage.
Okay, yeah, she's the queen of Canadian damage for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, don't get caught slipping.
Yeah, that is definitely a scary spot to be in. But, yep, the down tilt into the up air once again. That's 2 stocks down. And now he's got to continue to attack this on and try to close it out one more. Probably the same way.
Yeah, not only does that look like a really scary kill confirm, but, like, Jigglypuff isn't in range to get down tilted that often. So just really good stuff. That just shows you how well Mac is spacing.
Yeah.
But, again, late on that punish to the ledge. And that's unfortunate because Puff can steal stock so easily with, like, a big mistake like that.
Yep. But that's another thing, too, about Sheik is a lot of people were kind of, like, on her for the longest time. But a lot of people have been very big on her lately.
Really?
Yes. Like, there are some people, like, I think Pink Fresh, I think he said, him and maybe Tweak. Don't get mad at me if I quote you guys wrong. But they believe that, like, Sheik is, like, a top 20 character.
Really?
Now, I might be misquoting here, but I know there's some people who are very high on her and think that she's very, very good. And it's not like she's bad. She's not bad by any means, right? But a lot of people are just, they're very, very high on her lately. And it's interesting to see this kind of like new Sheik meta because like shout outs to, I can't think of the name right now.
Mr. R?
No, well, Mr. R, yeah, very, very good. There's a couple other people too. Oh, there's a Tri-State one. I can't remember his name right now. I feel so bad.
Ooh. Nice, falling neutral air into the bouncing fish. That's another thing I was kind of afraid of. Like, if Big Mac is able to find that bouncing fish, of course, that's a ton of knockback. But, like, Puff is so floaty is normally not that much of a problem. But being able to combo into it like that at the ledge, that was pretty huge. And, again, really good patience for Big Mac. You saw that UKIT was trying to find, like, those things at the ledge. Was trying to, like, find, like, a pound off stage to, like, get something going. But Big Mac just was playing very patient. The spacing was really clean. And that's really just what gave him that round.
Oh, man. Web, that's the name.
Okay.
Yeah, Web JP. It took
I
me
know
a
that
while.
person.
Yeah, he used to be the Lucas player.
Mhm.
Super sick Sheik. Oh my God, they're so sick. They had a regional a while ago, and I think he took it, and he ended up fighting like ZD and Grams. He just went wild, man.
Wow, he took it all Sheik?
Yeah, all Sheik.
That's crazy.
Because he went from Lucas, he went to ZSS for a hot minute, and then he's been playing Sheik. And he's a super cool guy too. I played some friendlies with him when I went out to one of the fusions, and he's a chill dude, man. I absolutely love the guy.
Nice, nice. Well, shout out to you, WebJP, helping push the Sheik meta as well as Big Mac. So
Ooh,
games
great
you were gonna
song.
Go to Battlefield.
Great song.
This is a great song. We love some Crush 40.
I might need to play Sonic Adventure 2 again. I'm gonna be real.
I loved that game. I really, really did love that game. Was it a good game? I don't know, but I know I really loved that
It's a good game. It's a good game. It doesn't. It's not that it's without flaws, but like a lot of my favorite games have big flaws. Like, that's just how it works.
Basically, all of my favorite games have giant flaws.
Like
honestly.
Pokemon Red and Blue are some of my favorite games of all time, and they have one of the most infamous glitches in all of video game history. So.
All right, taking this nice and slow. Now we're starting to see Big Mac play a little bit more out of shield. At first, he was kind of like on the aggressive, trying to like get those falling neutral airs, but this defensive play is kind of working out more in UKIT's favor. Nice F throw back off stage there.
There we go. Oh, that was huge. Unfortunately, Sheik does have some pretty good resources to get back to stage with the bouncing fish and the teleport. So, but UKIT was in the right spot though.
Yeah, UKIT's playing the second game really, really clean so far. He's just got to find some kind of way to secure like an early stop. And those edge guards are definitely like a good method for it, but they haven't come to fruition yet.
All right, I like that. Trying to come off the ledge with that up there. You know, if you do find a way to come through with it, you can put Big Mac in a really terrible position. UKIT is certainly playing this game much better, being a bit more patient here, and kind of forcing Big Mac to be a bit more careful with how he's actually approaching.
Nice.
But that time, you kind of just have to eat that. You got to deal with it.
Yeah, really nice needles in the bouncing fish right there. Gonna give him the first stock. UKIT was in roll punish position twice there, but has just not been able to secure the stop. Neutral is gonna do it though. Of course, Sheik is light, and Jigglypuff has very good knockback, so keeping things even right off the bat.
All right. Oh, that sing again, man. It's so terrifying that that's like still a thing after all this time. You can just like jump off ledge, sing, and if your opponent gets too close, all right, big punish time.
Exactly. I like the Big Mac mash that jab out of shield there because it definitely looked like the combo starter was coming in for UKIT. And again, I feel like UKIT is frequently in position to punish Big Mac, just not finding him. But finally finds the first rest of the day with the falling up air and the rest combo. Sheik is incredibly light. That move is super strong. So that's what UKIT needs to actually make this matchup strong for Puff.
Yep. Ooh, okay, great air dodge though. He had to have been faster than that, and I do not blame him. That would have been a big stock. Oh, the loops.
Nice.
Oh, wow, great string, 39%.
Yeah, and devious play too, because that forward air could have set up for another tech chase situation. He could have been able to combo in a rest if he got like the sour spot. I like the way he's playing this.
Ooh, okay, he had that forward tilt, going to be setting up a little too high here. But you know what, this is good down tilt. Oh, great DI in that one though. And that's actually what he's been missing of some of these stocks. When he gets hit with his down tilt, I think he's been DIing in or just not at all, and he just pops straight up, which is what sets up for that up air kill.
Yeah, I can't believe you can throw that so far past her. I'm actually shocked at how far away he gets to go from that. But yeah, that actually saved his life because we saw 2 stocks in a row. That down tilt to up air was what gave Big Mac the lead.
Ooh. Yeah, these needles are getting a little bit scary here. They are sending Jigglypuff a little too far away to really take advantage of it, but still, just the pressure of those alone, and it was that time he almost had it.
All right, let's see if Big Mac can kind of keep this momentum going. I thought we were going to see a falling back air right there, or from UKIT, I mean, but he's got a lot of work to do. Puff, even if she dies right now, this is a pretty considerable lead, and I think a lot of stuff that combos and the rest is going to kill from here on.
Okay, I like that. Trying to use the Vanish hitbox to try and close out the stock. And okay, this is one of those situations where we did talk about how Sheik doesn't really have a problem killing Jigglypuff, but we're seeing it before our very eyes, kind of struggling.
Yeah, really just trying to find a way because obviously she couldn't get a whole lot of low percent combos, but now these high percents, really just finding these random forward airs whenever she can. Finally gets the stock off. Big Mac has his stocks even, but so far down a percent. There's so many dangerous things to look out for.
Yep.
Big Mac has to play perfectly.
I mean, you could definitely do that. Jigglypuff, I mean, they do have some good aerial mobility, but it's not necessarily quick. So Sheik could definitely dance around here and honestly not get touched for the next 3 minutes. We could go to full time here.
That's kind of what we're going to need to see. Yeah, that retreating forward air, that's massively important.
Ooh, what a grab, though. That's going to be huge for UKIT to try and close this out.
I like that. UKIT trying to bait Big Mac into a defensive option, just trying to force him in a roll or spot dodge. Up air almost killed? Wow.
And see, this is where things get a little bit dicey for Big Mac. He can't really overextend these combos. But that's a lot of rage. And if a bouncing fish happens off stage, yeah, that back air's 100% going to do it. Yeah. But if he did get the setup, that bouncing fish could have probably been a real problem.
Yeah, it could have set up for a lot of edge guarding. And honestly, with the rage on Sheik, it could have been a problem. But now we have ourselves another game 3. Honestly, a single rest was really all that UKIT needed to make this scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's really starting to get down to the wire. And again, this is for that Chipotle gift card. So let's see what's going to happen.
Well, we'll definitely see how it plays out here. It's crazy that the only recent characters that we've seen pop up are Kazuya and Steve, and it was in one game.
Yeah, one single game. Everyone else has been base game minus
yeah, base game stuff. Joker at this point is essentially base game.
He feels like base game compared to what we've dealt with.
Yes, absolutely. But right now, we're on small battlefield here. Fantastic stage. I think the best stage in the game. I hate PS2 lovers.
I'm honestly indifferent. I'll play on either one. I don't really mind.
Ooh!
That was the jab tech setup that UKIT was looking for. I think he was trying to find a roll read on Big Mac. Didn't get it, but that definitely could have been a stock. Good awareness by Big Mac because that could have been a devastating lead to come back from.
Oh, all right. There we go. Up air. Trying to – not going to be able to get anything out of that. Yeah, Big Mac definitely playing a little bit more aggressive here, but they are taking a lot of hits. Maybe it's too aggressive.
Yeah, maybe just a bit too aggressive. I like that the ledge things, even if they haven't worked out and given Big Mac the sing itself, and given UKIT the sing itself, Big Mac has had to back off a ledge and respect his options from there every single time he's done it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. I like that. The nair at a shield.
Good stuff on Big Mac, not trying to overextend with that bouncing fish either, because reversal from Puff is a stock for pretty much anybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're definitely playing a lot more patient here.
Oh,
wow.
I really thought that was it. Wow, okay.
Maybe just a little too high in percentage there, and that's just kind of part of the problem. But I do like how more reserved Big Mac is playing here. They kind of recognize that being uber aggressive is not exactly the play here for UKIT.
No, not going to find it yet again. Back air, no, not going to pull the trigger on it just yet. Big Mac once again crouching and keeping his hitbox small so UKIT doesn't try to force it to happen. But yeah, much lower start on this game 3. Both players recognize all the stakes that are on the line here, and they're just playing this really careful. Wow! Triple needle and a dash attack. Now you're in the position where I got to make something happen. I got to make something shake no matter what here.
Well, I think UKIT's problem here is that they really don't want to go to these platforms because these platforms are actually the perfect height for Sheik up smash.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. So I get it, but at some point, you got to stop getting hit by needles, man.
Yeah, it's not helping. Just been getting edge guarded over and over again for so long, rinse and repeat.
Man, Jigglypuff at 160 could not be me. I play Incineroar.
I feel that. Oh, no! This is the ledge thing. Unfortunate for UKIT. Gonna SD there. Did make it to 160% though, so honestly for Puff, that's probably somewhere in the high scores for how long she can live.
Yeah.
So can't feel too bad about it, but that is unfortunate.
If you get 160% out of a Jigglypuff stock, you're doing something right.
Exactly.
And doing something right is playing against Sheik. So
exactly.
But still, that's a lot of mileage out of a stock, regardless of what character you're fighting against.
Both players getting a little bit scrambly, just trying to find some kind of punish here, just kind of throwing these aerials out, just playing really careful footsies. But so far, Big Mac very slowly was able to claw his way into a lead, and now it's starting to run away in his favor.
Yep, I like that. Threw out the back air, barely missed, but threw out another one and retreated towards the stage while throwing that out, and kind of just forced UKIT to kind of back off and not go for any sort of mid-air punish.
Drag down. That could be the stock. It is. Huge play for Big Mac. I don't even think he got touched on that second stock. This is a huge momentum shift.
He didn't.
Yeah,
that was just a long 0 to death, which is also something I feel like it's very familiar for Sheik players. You can just get these long strings, and you just let them reset the neutral, and then you use your fast advantage state or frame data to just get right back in there. So.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Big Mac might have the download in this third game.
Yeah.
He's winning more of these air-to-air exchanges. He's cutting off her grounded options with Needle. He's just making it really tough for Puff to get anything going here. And honestly, even surviving these edge guards at 134%, UKIT was not able to find a way to take the stop.
Yeah, I think at that point, I know the original Jigglypuff, big play for rest was landing down air into rest, right? But I think at that point, he actually would not have landed rest at. Big Mac could have got the shield out in time. But finally gets on the board with a stock here. However, the problem is, you're down 2 stocks to 1, and you're at 83%. This is going to be such a tough comeback.
Yeah, it's a tough comeback, and it feels like feels like such a slow burn, too, because, like, Sheik isn't going to immediately kill you. She's going to continue to win neutral over and over again, and that just grows so much more frustrating when you're on the receiving side.
All right, there we go. Couple solid hits here, but Big Mac still finds a way to put the pressure down. Oh! You hate to see it. And you know what? I don't blame him because that move is like, I've seen so many moves with a similar like blast effect, but they go so much farther, right? But this one, like, it just doesn't feel like it's that big half the time. So I don't blame him for getting hit by that because I would have felt safe there too. I'm going to be real.
Yeah, because you recovered against it so many times, but that's the one that it needed to actually work out. So that is going to do it. Big Mac is going to take it over UKIT. UKIT was in pretty good upset potential, but he wasn't able to close it out. But guys, we're going to go to another short break. After this, we'll have some more Smash coming back in just a moment. Look at these ads and